Good afternoon YouTube, it's Mighty Grimlock. I'm back again with another video for you. Still coming at you from the webcam because I'm really useless at buying memory cards. I do have a review for you today, but first it's time for a very special housekeeping. Yes, I don't know how many of you watch Only Norris on YouTube. I believe he changed his channel recently, I can't remember what it is. I'll put a link below. But unfortunately, fairly recently, him and his partner had a bit of a car crash. And his partner Lisa has been recuperating. While she's been recuperating, she's been watching videos of us on YouTube to pass the time. God knows why, like, we're about as funny as herpes. But anyway, Lisa, this is for you. Get well soon, Mrs. Lisa Only Norris!
Come on, Mr. Colin, dance for me! Dance!
Right then, construct bots. But hell, I'm knackered after that. Construct bots are a thing that exist that I didn't really care too much about. Didn't really seem like the type of thing I would enjoy. But then Asda started selling them for £1.88 each. So, yeah. Construct bots. I think I quite like them. You all know how much I love Grimlock. So when there was a Grimlock Construct bot coming out, that bad boy was a first day purchase. Oh yes. Let's take a minute here to appreciate the bot mode here because it is actually really, really nice. Possibly even better than the Voyager. Face sculpt is probably one of the best ones I've seen in a while. It's kind of the result of what would happen if you took the Voyager's head and mashed it with G1. Much more simple, nice faceplate. Oh, it looks good. And as far as weapons go, whereas Voyager Grimlock comes with the Cenobite's olive fork.
Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
Ow!
Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
Ow!
Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
Ow!
Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
Ow!
Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
Ow! Construct bot Grimlock comes with a massive beastly skeletal sword of doom! Here's a quick side-by-side so you can see the differences. I actually do prefer the Construct bot one over the Voyager one. Oh hum. If I do have a flaw with Construct bot Grimlock, it's that Hasbro have completely changed the skeleton. If any of you own a Construct bot from the first wave, you'll know that the skeleton is exactly the same for every single one thereafter, which means it's really dead simple to swap parts and do daft things and build silly constructions from them because they're all more or less interchangeable. However, with these guys, they've changed quite a bit. The torso is completely different because it has to factor in a gimmick. The arm skeletons are totally different as well, as are the leg skeletons. They've changed the hands as well. In fact, the only thing that remains similar is the use of ball joints. And basically what this means is that the new range of Construct bots is not as interchangeable as you would think with the old range. For example, Grimlock shin piece clips onto his skeleton now, whereas the older ones used 5mm pegs. They've totally done away with 5mm pegs, which I find really odd and a bit annoying. Having said that, the ball joints are still interchangeable, and all the 5mm clips still work as well. All of which means you can give Grimlock some nifty angel wings and a banging pair of white trainers. Fly for me, Grimlock! Fly! Dino mode is where it's at though. Oh! It's such a simple transformation, but it's so much fun to do. And you're left with this, which is just brilliant. He's miles bigger than the Voyager version. Arguably a nicer colour, and that swordtail is absolutely awesome. Now, unlike Voyager Grimlock, who is based on the species Tyrannosaurus humpbacktus, I'm not sure how I'm going with this, Construct bot Grimlock is based on the much rarer subspecies Tyrannosaurus cogwheelicus. So named because he has a giant blue cogwheel sticking out of his back. This particular species of Tyrannosaurus lived on a secret island in the Pacific between the years of 1982 and 1993, which coincidentally was the exact running length of the show Cheers. According to historians, they weren't particularly fond of the Shelley Long era and they much preferred Kirstie Alley. Gimmick, 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 gimmick. Gimmick, 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 gimmick. For anyone who's actually paying really close attention, which is pretty much impossible using this webcam, There's a special little peg here. And for only 7 of your hard-earned English pounds, you can buy... What are you? A really small, really pants Optimus. I can review this guy in one motion. Yeah, these Dino Riders are a bit rubbish, to be fair. But you can do this! This makes it worth getting because it just... It's just... So in summary, I feel like Hasbro have dropped the ball a little bit moving from clips to pegs, and thus eliminating half of the customization fun you can have if you're using the old line with the new line. I don't see why they couldn't have kept the same skeletons and just done some extra bits on top of that. I don't know. I'm not a toy designer. Are you not? No. Oh, really, I could have just said this review in 3 words. Grimlock is awesome. Fly for me, Grimlock! Fly! Goodbye.